guys, happy Friday. Jonathan Mills Patrick with you today. I want to talk about what makes a good minimum viable product. Now notice I didn't say great, and there's a reason. Spending too much time trying to dial in your MVP and making it perfect will delay your time getting to the marketplace and could cost you sales and lots of opportunities. So what I want you to do is focus on building a good minimum viable product. And I've got 6 different tips right here for you on my cheat sheet that I want to share of what makes a good MVP. So the first thing that makes a good MVP is the first word in it, minimal. It doesn't try and accomplish everything. All you do is a minimal amount to get a product to the marketplace, to share with the world your solution and see what type of interest is out there. So number 1 is your MVP is minimal, only doing a few things with your idea. Number 2 is it meets your main priority, it solves the main pain point that your customers have. Again, it's a minimal viable product. Don't try and include features and functions that solve every single pain point that you've identified that your customers have when you did your validation. Just put it out there and it accomplishes one priority that you can test in the marketplace. Number 3 is that it requires an action. Just the other day on my blog, I talked about the idea of requiring an action when you do validation with customers, whether that means going to a landing page and signing up for your newsletter or actually pre-purchasing a product or service from you. A good minimum viable product requires some sort of action like the ones I just mentioned. They either have to sign up for something or they actually pre-purchase something, or maybe they're already paying for something and then you're generating some revenue. So require an action is a great way to have a good MVP. Number 4 is that you already have subsequent versions of your MVP planned. If you're following the first suggestion I had, which was keeping it minimal and no more, but still a good MVP is one that you already have subsequent releases planned, and then you can release them later on and iterate and make changes along the way to satisfy your customers' needs. If you release everything at once in version 1, you don't have the ability to pivot that quickly because you've got a lot of code that has to be changed or a lot of changes to a product that has to be made. So number 4 is to have subsequent versions already planned out. By the way, investors love that too because they know that other revenue streams may be coming. Number 5 is that you focus on just your target market. Don't release an MVP that's trying to satisfy everybody that you've identified that could be a market for your solution. Go right after your target market, and that target market being you know exactly what he or she looks like, what color their hair is, what color their eyes are, what their preferences are for purchasing, what platforms they purchase through. Maybe they're on mobile devices and they come to you through Facebook, not Twitter. Dial in your target market and make sure your MVP addresses the needs of just that target market, nobody else. And then finally, the 6th piece of what makes a good MVP is it doesn't cost you a lot of money. It's actually pretty inexpensive. That's the whole idea of an MVP, is to build something for as little as you can, release it to the marketplace, test it and iterate quite a bit, and then add on features later. So in MVP, if you try and do too much, it's going to get costly, it's going to take you time and too much money. You're going to burn through your resources, whether you're funding that yourself or with investors or angel investors. So 6 different ways to have a really good MVP. Again, don't try and do too much. Don't try and have a great MVP. Get something out to the marketplace. Release early and often is the saying in the startup world. Get it out there, get it tested, and get your feedback. See what you need to do next to get to a great end product. Hope you're having a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Get outside and have some fun. Take care.